morning, BookTube. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I know that I am. So it's real like weird here with the weather. It's like 56 degrees and dreary as shit. That's kind of, the weather is beside the point, but I guess it's kind of nice to know what's going on where I am. Today I actually have a book haul for you guys. I went to, well, I didn't really go to. I ordered from Bookoutlet and Thriftbooks a couple of separate times. I know, 2 separate times, and I should have done it. I should have done it all at once, but I did it in 2 separate goes, so it didn't seem so bad that I was buying like 20 books. And I also went to Thriftbooks as well. Well, I ordered from Thriftbooks, as well as I did make a trip to Books A Million to get a couple of things that I wanted, and then I ended up leaving with more than I wanted, but that's okay. That's being a girl and going shopping, and
we just won't talk about it.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into it because I have quite a large haul, but go ahead and stay tuned till the end because I do have an announcement to make, and I hope that you'll stay tuned. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. First book is actually a book that I got because my boss was talking about it, so I thought I needed to have it so that I could see if it was actually worth it. Not that it wouldn't be, but everyone has different tastes. And so, yeah, it's called The Good Girl by Mary Cubana? Sorry, they have it covered up, so I can't tell. I think it's, let me open the cover. Gosh. Oh, it doesn't say so in there either. But all I know is that my boss was reading it, and I'm really interested in seeing if it's any good. This is a, I think it's supposed to be like a thriller or a suspenseful kind of thing. So we shall see. The next one is First and Then by Emma Mills. First off, this cover is absolutely gorgeous. I just love, love, love the cover. It's about a girl who falls in love with her friend, basically, is the whole story. Ooh, the lighting, I'm sorry. She falls in love with her friend and begins to feel like she has other feelings for him. So I thought that was interesting, so I thought I'd pick it up. Here it is. And also another YouTuber was talking about how she didn't like it. I tend to buy books that people just don't like, so I can see if I am gonna feel the same way. I know that's odd, but I'm not picky with books a lot of times, like, at all. So, we'll see. And then next, Fates by Lainey Bross. I honestly, this one I don't know too much about. I do know it's got a second book to it. This is the first one. So if I like this one, I'll probably pick up the second one. I want to read more series this year, but I want to have a couple of different series to choose from because I tend to be not a fan of them for some reason. I just get bored with them or whatever. But yeah, so I picked up this one. This one is by Lainey Bross. I think I forgot to mention that author for you. This is a young adult non-fiction. This is a young adult fiction. The next one I'm a little worried about because a lot of people haven't liked it that I've seen, and it kind of makes me a little worried because it's quite a bit of people. It's not just 1 or 2 people, it's a lot of people. It is Love Gelato by Jenny Evans Welch. So this is what it looks like. So it follows a girl named Lena. So that's about the extent of what I know about it. So I know a lot of times I don't know about the books because I tend to just buy them because I like to be surprised. I honestly don't like to read a lot of synopsises or reviews or things on books until I've read it because I feel like I make opinions too quickly, and I'm really bad about doing that. So it's something I'm going to work on this year, I think. So this one is called Love Gelato. Here, I'll switch the sides, I think. And I liked the ice cream cups. It's a very ice cream cones. It had a very simple cover to it, so that's why I really liked it. It just looked really cute, but we shall see. So the next one I got is called As Simple as Snow by Gregory Galloway. Now this one I thought was going to be more of a holiday Christmassy kind of thing, and then I got it, and apparently it's a thriller more or less. Somebody goes missing and there's a lot of junk associated to it. So I didn't realize this was going to be such a heavy book because, I mean, when you look at it, it just seems so Christmassy, so wintry, and that's what I thought, and so that's not the case. It's a little more intense, and I was kind of looking for some lighter reads, but that's okay. So one of the times when I'm not looking for something so light, I will definitely be picking this up. Now, the next one is also a little bit heavier. It's about, it's called All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. I picked this up because I've heard a lot of positive things about Megan Miranda, and I wanted to check it out for myself to see if I would like this author. A lot of people like her, and so I thought it was my turn to find out if I like her, because it's being well-rounded in the literature world is important, and I felt like I'm not very well-rounded anymore because I'm very picky, and not really picky, but I stick to young adult, and this one is an adult novel, an adult fiction. So I believe it's kind of weird because they had it listed under young adult and adult, so I think it could kind of go for both. She tends to write, I know she has some young adult, but I think this is one of her adult ones. I'm not 100% sure on that because I don't remember which section I went to get this. All I know is it was on sale. And the next one, okay, so this is so raved about on YouTube that I could not get my hands on it soon enough. It is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. So Night Film by Marisha Pessl. Now, this one is, I guess, it's going to be extremely intense. It's filled with case files about this. It's following a case. Now, I have got to go download the app for this. There are some like newspaper articles. This is going to be a very interesting read. It's a mystery, thriller, suspense, all that. I know there's a suicide involved, but they don't know if it's actually a suicide. They think it's a murder, so they open the case back or something to that effect. Now, I got it when I got home with it. Well, okay, it was sitting on my doorstep when I got home. But there's a app that is associated with this that you can download and kind of follow along, and it's got some other clues and different things to it. So I'm very, very excited for this. I could not wait. This could not get to my house soon enough. Like, of the, what, 10, 30, 20 some books that I got, this is the one that I couldn't wait till it came. I was getting antsy, and it didn't come in the first box, and I had a second box luckily, and it was in there, and so yeah, I was definitely excited to get this one. Now, this one is a nice short read, so I might pop into this one fairly quickly. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Now, I bought this because E. Lockhart is a great author. I've heard a lot about the author, and this book, though, has had mixed rave to it. Some people say it's really good, others just they're not a fan. So I'm excited to dive into this to see if I become a fan of this, because the concept of it is amazing. Like, the plot and all of that seems like it's going to be really good. It's just a matter of whether or not you think it's like your cup of tea, with terms of the type of mystery, what's going on in the book, the content, more or less. The back of it is pretty boring. It doesn't really have a good synopsis of it, or I would read it to you. But I am looking forward to this. It's a nice short read as well, so if anyone's interested in something like that, this was like 88 cents, I think. Yeah, I think it was like 88 cents when I got it. And on to the next one. So this one has had some other mixed reviews. It's been unhauled from a lot of people in the booktube community. So I was actually a little concerned that I did something dumb and picked up some shit book, but it looks so gorgeous. Like, I couldn't not get it. And I actually just ordered the second one to it, which I don't know why I did that without reading the first one, but I guess because just in case, I want to be able to dive right into the second one. So it is Flawed by Cecilia Ahern. I know that this is not a suspense, but kind of a, I don't know, like a sci-fi in a way. That's about all I know about most of the books I get, is I know about what genre they are, because again, like I said, I like to be surprised. But I was really fascinated with when you take the dust jacket off, how freaking gorgeous this is. Like, damn, so great. And then this is probably backwards. Yeah, no. How beautiful this is. So if anything, if I don't like it, I'm gonna probably use it as decoration in some form for my house. So yeah, I definitely am looking forward to that in a way, in an odd way. Maybe not necessarily to read, but when I do read it, I'm hoping I do like it, because I don't like it when I don't like books, because I tend to just get rid of them if I don't like them, because there's just no point in keeping them. I just got rid of an entire bag of books, honestly. So yeah, there's that one. And oh my gosh, this one, The Bone Season. Again, it's another one I don't know much about, but it's by Samantha Shannon. And I heard, I think Hannah on Clockwork Reader was talking about it, and so I don't know, I may be wrong. Who knows? I listen to a lot of different booktubers, so I kind of don't remember who was talking about it in depth, and so I decided to pick it up. Again, it's a whole other genre that I'm not used to. It's on here it says leisure reading fiction. I think that's funny the way that, like, this is a used book that I got from the thrift store, and so I think it's funny, Thriftbooks or something, but I think it's funny how they do that, but I'm excited about this one. The next one is another one that I was really anticipating to come in the mail, and I couldn't wait till it got here because I keep seeing it in all the videos, and I just could not wait for it to come. And that is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. And first off, this cover, man, is just great. That alone, it just makes it so much better. But it should be interesting. Again, I don't know too much about it, except for that other YouTubers were talking about it, and I like that inside it seems to have a lot of different, like, I don't know, things like this. And I like books with content like this because it makes it a little bit different than trying to just watch the same boring thing or read the same words, just reading a bunch of words. So I find it really nice to have little excerpts like that to spice up the book more. And I'm a little upset that this one came how it did, because it wasn't supposed to come like this. And I wanted it the orange. Like, I was looking forward to having it in the color I wanted, and it didn't come. So this is Illuminae, and I'm excited to read it again. It's got that fun like way of writing in it. It should be a very quick read, but I'm very disappointed it didn't come with the dust jacket, because that was what made this book. For other people it may not be the case, but orange is like one of my favorite colors, so I was really excited to have that, and I just have it without it, because I mean, that's kind of the price you pay when you get something used. You have to be careful because sometimes they don't come with the full what you were anticipating, so you do have to be careful of that. So it was a lesson learned. I should have looked to make sure they had a few different options you could choose from. I should have made sure to choose the one that fit. And so, as we all know, Natasha Preston has become one of my all-time favorite authors, and I needed to pick up her last young adult book, which is The Cabin. So that came. Basically, this is about a girl and her friends who go off for the weekend, and there's murders, basically, is what the gist of the whole thing is. But it doesn't just stop there. There's periodically more murders and more things that happen. So, yeah, The Cabin is what this one's called, by Natasha Preston. So, let me pick up a few here. The next one is the book is attacking me. All the Rage by Courtney Summers. This was another one that had mixed reviews, and I just thought I needed to pick it up because, you know. But the title, and honestly this cover is so mysterious looking that it was a must. Like, I just loved the eerie look to it. So I picked it up. And next is Nightfall by Jake Halfern and Peter Klowanski. This is a kind of a suspenseful thing, and I like suspenseful stories or novels, so I'm excited to get into this one. I got it at, actually, I got this one off the bargain thing at Books A Million. And so this next one is something that I was not going to buy. I had no intentions of ever buying. except for that, that was when I was looking at it online and didn't realize how gorgeous the cover was. And then I went to Books A Million and the cover was just beautiful. So I picked up Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Like, this is all glittery and hieroglyphic in a way. It's got some hieroglyphic, whatever the word is. I can't think of it and I don't really care at the moment. But it's just this cover. I was just so fascinated with it, and it was only $5, so of course I picked it up. And then the next little bit of, as I dropped everything over here. All right, so the next two books I'll do together because they are a part of a series. I got, how am I gonna do this? We'll just do this way. I got Compulsion and Persuasion. They are a part of a series, and in this one, in these books, basically her mother dies and she goes to live somewhere else. Now before her mother dies, I forget what the girl's name is. It doesn't really say on the back, I don't think, or I didn't see it. Her mom dies. She was very sheltered when she lived with her mom, and then she goes to live with someone else who isn't, and it's just the whole story of that and whatnot. Anyway, they are by Martina Boone. One is softback and one is hardback. Not that that matters. And then the last few. So I have Peter James's Dead Simple. This was the first one in a part of a series of like 30 books, actually like 15 books, I think. I bought the second one or the third one, and I didn't want, it's a mystery, or it's a crime mystery really. It's like kind of like an SVU sort of thing. But I didn't want to read the other one without reading the first few of them, so I knew what was going on or the background of the characters. So yeah. This was the whole reason I went to Books A Million, and there was no need to pick anything else up. And of course, being me, I can't help myself, and I picked up the other books that I picked up. But Nice Try, Jane Sinner by Leanne Oakley. I'm not sure how she says her last name, so as I butcher that shit, okay, I'm done trying. So this is gorgeous. First off, before we even get to a little clip of a synopsis of it, this cover is literally covered in cameras, and I, as a photographer, I am obsessed with it. So this is her debut, This is Leanne's first debut novel. It is about a girl who basically gets expelled from her school and gets an opportunity to go to her community college to get her GED, basically is what we call it, or her high school diploma. And there's a bunch of like things that happen, and School of Orange, House of Orange, there's a TV show, and they're led by kids, and there's just a whole bunch of strange things that are in it that kind of make it more of a millennial type of book about millennials in a way, I think, or that's how I perceive it. Yeah, so I'm excited to pick this up, and I can't wait to review it. This will be one that I do as a review eventually. We'll see, because I may not get to read it this month. But anyway, so the last book before we talk about the announcement is Winter Place by Alexander Yates. Basically, I bought it for the cover. This girl is gorgeous. There are a string of disappearances or murders that occur in this town, and that's basically what this is about. And anyway, that's the last book on that. So the next thing I want to discuss is I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Now, the gist is, a winner will be picked once I've hit 200 subscribers. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and go over to my Twitter and follow there as well, because that will be where you get a lot of information about exactly what date I'm going to be doing that, because it'll all fall around when I hit that 200 subscribers. So it is going to be a drawing for Lisa McMahon's Visions. This includes 3 books. Let me try and remember what 3 it was. I should know this. It has Crash, Bang, and Gasp. So it has all 3 of those books in one, and I will be doing a drawing for a lucky winner to win this. Now that is all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment. I would love to talk to you all throughout the week or throughout the day today. I don't have anything going on with myself, so yeah, definitely go ahead and comment. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!